This is Jerod Lakefield, a novel by Don Fensler, part number 17. Reading the Barton City Mind. There is this look of doubt and amazement in the eyes of every Barton player. A shot from 50 feet out, it was fucking madness. I agreed with them. They were thinking this, as I am a fucking mind reader par excellence. They are thinking, let us get on with the game. But no, let us go back to the 50-foot shot. The fucking 50-foot shot. Maybe there is something we can learn from that shot about the St. Cloud strategy. Those evil bastards. Oh no, it was a shot from 50 foot out. There is nothing we can fucking learn from that shot. It was a lucky shot. Who is this Jerod Lakefield? We are in awe of Jerod Lakefield, but we do not like Jerod Lakefield, this guy who shoots shots from 50 feet away. I've heard about him, but it is nothing. I've heard about other people too. Wasn't there something about the Duke game? Duke almost lost to these guys with Jerod Lakefield. But those things happen. Let's not worry. We are the great Barton City Blue Aces. Or, so I imagine this is what they were thinking in their teeny-weeny, dainty, fucking dirt farming, manure shoveling, Knights of Columbus, Jack of Diamonds brains. And then Jerod Lakefield was on defense. Barton passed the ball in, but their movement was stilted, like robots with fucking social anxiety syndrome. The 50-foot shot by Jerod Lakefield weighed heavily on their fucking heart and souls and large intestines. And Jerod Lakefield was on the prowl like the most vicious barracuda in world history, except he had that calm, loving look on his face. Barton passed the ball in. The guy who took the ball started to pass the ball to his teammates, hesitated, looked towards Jerod. He then tried to pass it again, and Jerod knew he would pass it, and the guy passed it, but Jerod went after it and stole the ball and, like he was shooting a goddamn free throw, shot the ball in from 18 feet, and it was shot through the rim at the fucking speed of sound and light combined. It was like, why dribble or pass? I am Jerod Lakefield, the all-and-powerful Jerod Lakefield. This is a fucking gimme. Barton got the ball in, passed it twice tentatively, then the player traveled with the ball. Barton called timeout, but it didn't matter. They were done. Fucking cooked on both sides, simmered to the fucking core of their being, and served on a spit. We won 85-49 going away, with Jerod on the bench most of the fourth quarter. He had 23 points on 7 for 9 from the field. He hadn't had one game all year where he had made less than 70% of his shots. Danny the Bully. Danny the Bully admitted to the police after the arrest that he was an asshole, and with our blessing, Jerod Lakefield talked to us about it, and when Jerod talked, you listened. Anyway, the charges were dropped, and we heard Danny had given his life to Jesus. There was something that had happened with Jerod that made him see the stupid fucking ways of his life. I heard Danny, the former asshole turned saint, wanted to talk to me and apologize. What the fuck? I let it be known that was not necessary. I still hated his fucking guts and had no desire to meet him, and also no fucking desire to either forgive him, nor did I necessarily want to make his life miserable. I just wanted to fucking forget him, neither wishing him well or harm. I don't know what Jerod thought about this, the conversion to Jesus, and Danny wanting forgiveness. But his atmosphere when I talked to him was that he was pleased, or that at least he was not displeased. He wouldn't say anything either way. I was just glad I was no longer in Great Plains, Kansas. I was overjoyed to be at St. Cloud State now with Jerod Lakefield. It was gradually dawning on me that this was a special time in my life, and that I should cherish every moment, that I should savor every moment, because someday God was going to take Jerod Lakefield away. Joyless Jerod. One thing that disconcerted me about Jerod Lakefield's play is that he seemed to take no joy in it. If anyone had the right on our team to be joyful and arrogant, it was Jerod Lakefield. But his demeanor before, during, and after every game was the same, a look of calm, even melancholy. He moved so slowly. He fucking floated when he walked. You had the feeling you wanted to be with him, but at the same time you felt you had no right to be with him, that by talking to him or interacting with him in any way, you were disturbing him. Disturbing him and his life's work. But what was his life's work? To be a basketball player? A great basketball player? The greatest basketball player? Somehow that didn't seem to do justice to Jerod Lakefield, though for most of us mortals that would be a fucking dream come true. Word was spreading about Jerod Lakefield. Our attendance was up dramatically. The arena wasn't filled, but was 3/4 filled, meaning instead of having 200 in a crowd, counting the fucking cockroaches and bumblebees and your funking Aunt Agnes and grandmothers, we had more. Actually, our crowds before Jerod Lakefield were mainly parents and girlfriends. Now we had up to 3,500 or so, which had our tiny gym looking like fucking Madison Square Garden during moments of excitement. That made a difference. It got very noisy. I could not get used to the noise now. You had the feeling we were on the edge of something big. One of the reporters wrote in the local paper, everyone should come and see Jerod Lakefield as soon as as often as possible. Someday God will take him away. Damn, fucking damn. I thought I was the first person to think of that. The reporter was like me. We had never seen we had seen every game and knew we were a witness to something special. We were at the edge of something. The Duke game had been dreamlike, fucking otherworldly. St. Cloud State, year after year, one of the worst teams in the country, a team that could barely beat a fucking snotty-nosed, bottom-wiping grade school team, had almost beaten Duke. You saw it even in the eyes of the guys playing for Duke, as I recall. They were unwitting, even unwilling witnesses to something historical. That was the mood. The players on our team expressed on the surface they didn't particularly just want to be part of that, to be part of it. They didn't want to be a part of to be a sidekick like Tonto to the Lone Ranger or Lois Lane to Superman. Or they didn't just want to be a footnote to Jerod Lakefield's story. But on the other hand, they were okay, and we coaches too. We were deep down obsessed and exhilarated with just being a small part of the Jerod Lakefield show. We won in this way, but we lost. We won the games, but we seemed to have lost ourselves. Our souls seemed lost and dazed and confused, locked into Jerod Lakefield at one moment, and up for the highest bidder at the other. For one fucking thing, each player had found out in a teeth-jarring way they were not nearly as fucking good as they thought they were. They were forced to face that fact. The gap in skill between Jerod Lakefield and the rest of the players was like the gap from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other, the gap from heaven to hell, the gap from China to your Aunt Agnes's left toenail. Jerod Lakefield made you feel so weak, so helpless, like you didn't belong, but you were drawn to him. You wanted his respect, and most of all, for him to like you and at least tolerate your presence. We were all so fucking messed up in the head right now. It was both fun and not so much fucking fun. You saw that in the eyes of the mighty Duke players and everyone else. By the end of the game, they were in the palm of his hand. You saw it in the eyes of all who played with and against Jerod Lakefield. You fucking felt like, do I have the right to defend this man? Of course I do. But do I really? One defended him, but one was confused and ill at ease. He plays like he doesn't know how to fucking play, this Jerod Lakefield. Why is he so far from the basket all the time? Why does he appear to be just watching the game much of the time? Can I leave him be? What good As a defender, can't I just leave him be? What good can he do out there? Why is he so at peace? Do I have a right to disturb that peace? Holy shit, what is happening?